Grew up living under pressure. Mama played the mama and the daddy a protector. Money tight, so to sleep for dinner made my head hurt. Lost friends to the lead burst. Bullet holes and blood stains on the sweatshirt. I pray for him even though me and God ain't on the best terms. I think about it all the time. Yeah, I know I ain't perfect, but I gotta make sure that it's worth it. I ain't winning if my mother's still working. Clocking in and out without purpose. Dollar bills is cool, but only on the surface. I'm trying to build a school, my city been a circus. Killing fools and little girls twerking. I ain't trying to preach nothing, but the only thing we see is destruction. It's hard not to see it coming. The police be bugging, so our sons only see results and going out on the streets and thugging with a gun at them. Yeah. No parents in their life so they can run it in.
The game is cold till it get icy like my wrist. Back with another installment of that fly shit. Cartier's the only thing that cover my iris. Yo, play it partner, Lush Uno. With me is Avocado, and we're going to be watching the battles that took place week 1 in the first installment of S1 King of the Dot West Coast Division. So
let's get it. Hell yeah. We're going to watch Stewie Newton versus Caustic.
And Reverse Live versus Cali Smooth.
Yeah, both were judged. And do you want to explain the judgment system one more time?
Yeah,
just
so
for everybody's lost.
So the judgment system, the way it goes is you start off with a 10. If it's similar to boxing. Yeah. If you win the round, that's a 10-9. Whoever you think won the round. If that's if it's close. Yeah. If someone has a decisive victory in one of the rounds, that's a 10-8.
That's where the subjectivity comes
into
play. Okay.
So if it's close, 10-9. Yeah. If it's not close, 10-8. Yeah. If you stumble, you lose a point. If you choke, that's like that would be like a 10-7. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like,
all right.
Things like that. That's pretty much what determines it. But you start off with the 10, and the points are yours to lose, essentially. Yeah. So there's a whole judges commission. Basically, like last year, the whole point of the King of the Dot Grand Prix, that was essentially a pilot. We did that to kind of show people how it's supposed to be. For show the Twitch audience and show Twitch in general to get people acclimated to battle rap and to show what we could possibly do. But that was just a single elimination tournament. This is a whole all-encompassing season. Yep. So there's wins and losses. Everyone battles 3 times in the regular season. The people with the best records will advance to the next round. If you with there's 4 divisions, 12 rappers in each division. If you inevitably, there's probably going to be a couple people that are undefeated, 3-0. And then even more probable than that is if there's more than 3 people that have the same record, or let's say there's 2 people that are 3-0 and 4 people that are 2-1. How do you determine which people that are 2-1 will advance to the next round? Well, it's going to be based on your total score. So consistency throughout the season is imperative. That's going to be like paramount to your success if you're throughout the whole season. So like looking at the Grand Prix, somebody like Saint, he was incredibly consistent. Didn't stumble that much at all. No chokes throughout the whole thing. Like he might have had some rounds which weren't very decisive, like he edged out a lot of his rounds, but was across the board 10s and 9s. There wasn't anything less than that. It's like there was no round that I could really point to that Saint decisively lost. Like this is an undeniable 10-8s. You know what I mean? Like you got banked in this round. So that would lend itself more to somebody that had really big moments and haymakers, but weren't consistent throughout the whole thing.
Yeah, that's true. That's awesome.
So not only did Saint deserve it because he technically won, but those wins were very close.
Totally.
Or and consistent throughout the whole, even rounds where he didn't come out on top, he was close.
Yep. So consistency matters a lot in this. And it's not something that you can just get knocked out once, which is kind of like really exciting about it, because even though it is like a tournament per se, it's like, look at it like the NFL, the NBA, or, football. So it's like you can lose once and you're not out. You know?
Right.
You're not done. Just
until
come
you
back
get to the
next time.
playoffs. In the playoffs, that's when the big money's on the line. Like the stakes are higher, everything, and that's why, like, you know, we were talking about it last time. We kind of switched up the format for the face-offs because I felt like during the Grand Prix, because everything we did, like as far as the judges, like we improved upon it. So we have so we had to improve on the whole system. We have a whole commission selecting judges. They're screening these judges. They're making sure that the judges aren't biased about to any particular individual one way or the other.
Yeah.
And even as the season progresses, we're going to continue to make more and more improvements on this process.
Totally.
But at the end of the day, it's going to be you know, there's a lot of moving parts, and we just got to stay on. We're King of the Dot. We're trying to offer the best product possible, and we're taking accountability. We're taking suggestions, but at this point we have a firm grasp on what we want to do moving forward.
Yeah, there's a vision. We just got to get to it. But yeah, I mean, this machine is constantly improving. I feel like there will always be things like, oh, damn, we can do that better this time. Oh, that's a cool idea. Let's do this. So I feel like we've come a long way since last season, like tremendously, like compared to like that weekend shoot to the first. It's like night and day.
Yeah.
And yeah, this is all about just getting good battles in front of you guys for free on Twitch. So
that's it, you know, like we're trying to improve the whole model. Like and we understand a lot of fans didn't have the 30, 40, 50 bucks to pay for a pay-per-view, and this way you could still experience I feel like battle rap, there's nothing like being at an event.
Yeah.
So experiencing things in real time, if you're not there, that's the closest thing you can do it in the moment.
Totally.
Watching it. No one wants to watch shit on replay. So
no, and plus you're like amongst peers. You're like with people that are fans as well in the chat. There's a lot of chat engagement with our shows too. I mean, you're live like for most of the show time, and Lush is talking to you guys in the chat. Like, you know, he sees what you guys are saying. So there's that direct engagement there that is not really there in any other live broadcast event I can think of. Like, this is really the only thing. So
and even Twitch commented on like the frequency of comments on, like, you don't even see it in a lot of video game streams. Like when it's a battle day, like it's, you know, that shit.
And plus you're actually talking to them too. It's not they're just not just throwing up like weird emojis that mean nothing. You're actually like, they'll ask a question, you'll answer, you know, it's like actual engagement. But yeah.
On that note, drop a bunch of emotes right now.
Totally. I don't even know what emojis they got on here. I'm sure they're awesome.
There is a LUSH one emote.
That's the best one. That's the best one. So
we definitely need an avocado emote.
No, we do not. Do not put me on there.
Take the
put
picture.
Clayton on there, not me.
Oh, we need to.
He'll like it. I won't.
Your face from that picture I sent you earlier.
Yeah, that's horrible picture.
That's your emote.
Me looking like I just ate a cheese pizza or something.
You look like you're on the registry.
Totally, man. Yeah, well, hide your kids.
No, that shit is though. You know, and honestly, the thing I like the most about this is getting to work with the people I fuck with. You know, everybody on the King of the Dot staff.
Yeah.
Organic, Gully, Charles, Rigo, J Pro, you know, King Fly.
Yep.
Everybody, and obviously you and Clayton, the whole the whole Ruin Your Day squad. It's like all of us, and like we get to go to every city together and experience all this. It's gonna be. I'm super excited to see what's going on moving forward.
I mean, that's something that I'm most excited about. Not last season, but the last tournament, me and Clayton and Ben were the only people that were at every single event. And I'm excited that you're going to be at every single one, because I think that's really important, actually, to have somebody that's a common thread throughout the entire thing. It's because this shit is a job, and you need experience doing it. It's like you've like busted your chops with commentary now, so you're like an expert at it. You know, it's like I don't have to be like, okay, like
what do we do next?
I'm worried about LUSH. Where is LUSH? It's like boom, you're like, you know, to be.
You don't have to prep me.
I'm not like, here, talk about this. Don't talk about this. It's like, you know how to like kill time.
Except for last event when I announced the winner on the stream.
Hey, it's the first one. We're working the kinks out of here. I made some mistakes too. So you know, it is what it is. But yeah, there was 2 really dope battles that happened: Stewie Newton versus Caustic, and Cali Smooth versus Reverse Live.
And a lot of people have been asking how the battles are selected, and it's actually really difficult. You know what I mean? Because we need to put together 3 battles. We need to try to match people with people they haven't battled before. That's almost impossible because it's the same region. But if that is going to happen, we're going to look to like battles that happened years ago that weren't really consequential to the modern landscape or battle rap. So, and then like, you know, like we kind of try to do it by seeds, like the people that are bracketed higher versus people that are bracketed lower. But at the same time, it's like everyone's got, it's a regular season, you know, like look at the NFL season, you know, there's what, 32 teams in the NFL, I think. And so like a team you're not, and like if you're in the AFC West, if you're the Raiders, you're gonna for sure play the Broncos, the Chargers, you know, like the Chiefs. You're gonna play teams in your multiple times. Yeah. You might like.
Speaking of the Chiefs, I hate that the West Coast got the Chiefs colors. Like I know that.
That's so.
They were golding. They were going for golden.
No,
and to me, I was like, the purple works for the West Coast.
That's like the New Mexico State Lobos. You feel me? Like
I'm like give the red to it. How they had it initially is how I liked it. It was like the red. This color scheme was Atlanta.
Didn't we have purple last time?
Which are the Hawks. That's the Hawks colors.
That looks like the Hawks.
And purple is us, which makes sense. It's like we're more colorful out here. And then the East was green, which the Jets, like and then
like the projects.
And the North is blue because it's cold there.
It's cold as hell.
Detroit and the Lions, you know, that's their navy blue Mars slogan and all that. But that always pissed me off. I'm like, why are we red? Why are we red
and yellow? Yeah.
You know, it's like, and there's orange in there too, but it's the Chiefs colors.
You can barely see that orange.
I'll bring the orange out next time because I'm the dumbass.
Let's emphasize.
But
it's sunny. I get it, but look, it looks very like southwestern.
Yeah,
like that should be like
totally does.
Be like some chili verde. You feel me? Like
for real. And we're in LA. We're like we are Mexico. We're not fucking.
We're not new. We're old Mexico.
Yeah.
Not New Mexico.
We're the OG.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. I'm really excited about the season. I tried out some new stuff with the shooting of this.
It looks better to me already.
Oh yeah. Okay. Cool. You like it? There's some stuff I was not too happy with my job on this end, but I'm also like I hold myself to like a super high standard, and I always want stuff to look fantastic. I put a lot of effort into last tournament with the color grading. I did a color grade specific for every single venue we went to. I tried to get the teal and orange look that everybody fucking loves. And yeah, this time I shot with the cine lens, which was new for me.
I thought that venue was incredible too.
Yeah, we shot at a really cool venue, big warehouse. You know, we always try to make these things look as raw as they possibly can, so it's not just in like a studio, which isn't battle rap.
That had the vibe right there.
Yeah,
that was like
there's like some things that it was too bright in there. That's what I didn't like. It was just like
but like the energy, like you had the ill Nipsey mural outside.
That was nice,
like.
And the people that run it are fucking awesome. They're really cool, so I hope we can keep going back.
It was in the section that was in South Central. You feel me? Like,
yeah.
It's like, you know, a lot of battle leagues will come here and then
they're by LAX.
Yeah, or like deep in the valley.
Yeah, totally.
Something like they're not gonna be in like the heart of the city like that.
Yeah.
You can't get more authentic LA than being in the heart of South Central.
Yeah,
you feel me?
Yeah.
Like in straight up gang turf, you know what I'm saying? We're in the heart of a Crip neighborhood where that was shot at. So
it was cool. It was a dope place. Yeah, shot on city lens. Used a filter, a Pro Black Mist filter, which diffuses the light and gives it more of a cinematic look because a lot of digital cameras, everything's super sharp. So film naturally
warmer.
It looks softer and like the light. You'll see. I'll point it out like when we start the battle. But the highlights and the lights are like bloomed out. And then we also had this cool TV setup for you.
Yeah, that shit is dope,
dude.
I fuck with
this. Shit looks cool as fuck, man. This shit looks fucking hella tight. Alrighty, so let's get into the battle.
Y'all know the vibes. Y'all know the vibes, baby. Feel it.
But yeah, you see how like that right there? See how it's all bloomed?
Right.
Because there's basically a sheet of glass in front of the lens that like diffuses everything.
Okay.
I've never used filters before, and I was like, fuck it, let's try it.
That shit looks like there's something really important on the other side.
Yeah,
of there.
totally.
Like,
It's the golden egg. How did you set up STUEY and Caustic? What made you do that?
so, like, like I said, like, it's different. Like, that's a match that I knew had never happened. It's like a juxtaposition. What I was really going for when we were setting up these original matches for week 1 were, like, people that it's easier because, like, these are people we knew hadn't faced each other. Like, what's dope about the West Coast roster in this season is we have people, like, it's a good representation of the overall landscape of the West, because the West is not one scene now. There's a lot of different scenes. People don't understand, like
Portland, Seattle.
like you have the whole Northwest scene. You have the Bay Area scene. You have LA, San Diego, even like Arizona, New Mexico.
And then also like inner California too.
Right, yeah, you
Super
have the
different.
IE,
Yeah.
like, Fresno, Sac, like, it's and like there's different scenes within there. So it's like, there's all these different, you got the King of the Dot classic grind time guys like the Caustic, Thesaurus, Reverse Live. Then you got people that are from, AHAT, West Coast Elites, the Riot people like Fate, Active, Saint, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's a whole different contingent,
Totally.
fools from Shots Fired and all that. And then you got people like Jag, who go back as far as does Active, the West Coast Pit, who wasn't even involved in battle rap for a long time, just from a peripheral, like, influential level and making music, and then hopped back in the ring, like, literally last year. Then, you got dudes like STUEY's from the Northwest and that whole scene. You got, so it's like all these different, so it was kind of easy with this to take people and put them against people that I knew they had never faced. Or if you look, it's all people like battling motherfuckers from other cities. If you look at all the week 1 matches, you have Reverse Live versus Cali.
LA,
you know what I'm saying? You have Seattle,
Oakland,
versus the Bay Area.
Federal Way.
Right, Federal Way versus Union City for being technical, but Seattle versus Oakland, really, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that's where he's
I know.
So Caustic versus STUEY, Non-Fiero, aka SM from Oakland, Saint from Inglewood, and they've never,
Word.
they're in completely different sectors of battle rap. They would never see each other.
That's the cool aspect about this is like you would never be like, who should STUEY Newton battle? Oh, Caustic. Who should Caustic battle? Who's STUEY Newton? But it like comes together in a season like this. It makes sense. It's like, oh, cool.
and they actually match up well.
They do. And I also like, and Swave talks about this a lot. He was like, the coolest aspect about grind time is it was like going into a dojo where you didn't know what type of style this other person was going to use.
100%.
And and you have to fight him.
Right.
Where it's like now, it's like you kind of get matched up with people like that are kind of the similar style as you because, like they're trying to make the whole style makes fights thing. But I kind of like it when it's like, oh, this guy does this and this guy does this. And
like there's nothing wrong when people have like when I saw like, for example, Mike P versus Real Sick. That's like Ryu versus Ken. They're you know what I mean? Like, and it's dope to see that. But you like you would never see a Caustic versus STUEY Newton. That's such a stylistic those juxtaposition of styles was such great, so different from one another on other platforms. That's strictly King of the Dot. That's what makes King of the Dot fire to me.
Exactly.
That has that same energy as grind time back in the day. And it goes back to even looking at older King of the Dot matches like Pat's Day versus Arsenal, shit like that. You know what I mean? Like,
very true.
You'll never see Roan was like a classic wild card. Even seeing Roan versus Big T. You know what I mean? Like even like Roan versus Ilmac. These are like very vast stylistic difference. You know what I mean? Like. And I like seeing shit like that.
Yeah, me too. I'm a fan. Like, mix it up, man. That's what makes battle rap fun. There's so many different styles. There's stuff for everybody in here, so I like that. I fucks with that.
Big K versus Ilmac. Like, they're very different, but it works. That's when that shit fucking works. When, like,
totally.
As long as the two people are equally intense. And that's what we saw with this match right here. Like, both these dudes were very hungry. Like, they want to start out the season with the W on their record.
They're both so dope. Caustic is incredible, and STUEY I feel like is super slept on. I feel like nobody really realizes how good he is.
He should have been a star a long time ago.
I know. I'm like always like so because the crazy thing is he battled Geechee fucking
a fat minute ago.
Yeah, on Geechee's like ascension, like before he like really got popping.
Stewie was bigger than him at that time.
Yeah, I think Stewie was like the bigger name.
He was the one giving him a shot.
Yeah, and that battle was crazy good from both ends, and I'm always like, why didn't Stewie get more of a push? You know?
Well, it's kind of like, you know, you see that in a lot of like Bill Collector versus City. You know what I mean? And Bill Collector, but City, you know, who's in. Might be in King of the Dot S1, was in the Grand Prix last year, was fucking incredible. Like, City's one of my favorite battle rappers.
Totally.
Incredible rapper, but like,
he is
it just, you know, people have their Geechee versus Saint, you know?
Yeah.
Geechee blew the fuck up. It's very rare, like even like let me ask you this. When we did Denny Myers versus Rum Nitty, who both went on to become two of the biggest stars in battle rap, I kind of felt like Danny blew up more at that moment.
But I always thought that Rum Nitty was going to become what he is today.
Right. It's like he had a higher ceiling.
When the right people noticed him. I was always just like, why? Like, what the fuck? Like, this dude is perfect.
Yeah.
Like, perfect for this thing that everybody likes a lot. Like, we like fucking punches, like amazing, intricate wordplay about guns. Like, this is what we love. Like, this guy does it better than everybody.
It has a great delivery. You know, like constant barrage, unwavering.
Totally. And he's just improved on that. Rum is one of the best, man. I'm never like adverse to anybody calling him the greatest of all time because
I'm not mad at that either.
Shit.
So like, there's more Rum Nitty like quotables in my head than damn near any battle rapper.
Yeah, for real. And the way he performs it is just so fun. Like, I love it. It's so entertaining.
He's almost like the way he goes like this. It's like he's building it.
Yeah,
it's
exactly. Like puts a little bit over here.
Scientific. Like he's like got beakers and shit.
Totally. Go watch Rum Nitty versus Big K and King of the Dot. That battle is phenomenal.
Rum Nitty got like beakers that builds like a gun. At the end, it's like turns like so like poof. There's a gun.
Totally. All right, Stewie, Newton, Caustic. Let's get into it.
1, 2, 3. King of the Dot S1, round 1. You feel me? I am the host with the most. Get your dumb ass smoke, Beast Gatlin. You feel me? And with me at all times, I got my brother.
You feel me? Knock you topsy-turvy. Cooling in the spot. I got a Gucci hockey jersey. You'll play a partner. Can I get a ooh no?
Ooh no.
Front, baby.
We already did the coin toss off cam. You feel me? Stewie won the coin toss. It's on Caustic. Introduce yourself one time real quick.
Yo, what up, Caustic? Let's go. Just ready to get into the battles.
Yeah, like fuck the intros. But what's funny is
I love it. Dude.
I think it's important to note. So there's a 2-minute time limit, and at 2 minutes and 30 seconds, it's a hard cutoff. So in the future, moving forward, we're gonna be cutting them off because the judges are actually removing points. I just hate personally cutting people off if it's just a few more seconds and they just have one more punch to get out.
Yeah, it's trash. Fucking let them do it, man. It's so awkward to be like, time.
But what sucks is, like, I'll think they're gonna be done there, then they rap for another fucking 45 seconds.
That. They're like, hold on, and then they just like, you think their scheme's ending, and then it's like they end it, and they're like, and more.
But golden retrievers!
Yeah, let me get these pasta bars out.
I'm business, play with something safe, man. You know what the fuck I do.
And to my right, who we got?
Hey, yo, real talk, you feel me? Because of the opportunity, I couldn't be there for my son's birthday, but happy birthday to my son, King. You feel what I'm saying? This one's for you. Let's get it.
Damn.
Come on now.
Right,
let's go.
Round 1.
2-minute rounds, 2:30. This was on Father's Day, so they both got kids. Like, there's a lot of sacrifice. Respect to both of them, for everybody for being involved in this. One thing off top I'll say is, I like seeing, it's dangerous when Caustic is comfortable like this.
Yeah.
Because he be like getting in his head and be tripping out a little bit sometimes. But this comfortable Caustic is a problem, and you can already tell.
Totally.
As soon as I saw that energy, I was like, all right. 30 hard cutoff.
Let's get it.
I said, so you the Washington guy. The best Seattle had to offer us, right? But you're not from Seattle, you from Federal Way. You moved to Seattle because that shit sound better to say. Honestly, fuck wherever you stay, because no matter how far you go, you'll always end up second to Jay. You from fucking Federal Way, where every day is fucking President's Day. Fuck around and go out the John Kennedy way when I pull up and put a bullet through the head of the state. I said, now Jay, the Nightwing's a URL star that you never became. Calls himself Stu and wonders why they don't get him a plate. Because it's a soup, you idiot. said, you a bird brain. Who you supposed to be, fam? Jay the Night Wingman? Because Jay the only Washington rapper that anybody's ever gonna remember. Just because you don't know how to represent the hood like a public defender. Fun fact, you are the only URL member who's never got to make songs with meth. And that's fucking ridiculous because you look like Raekwon the chef. I said I'm really about.
There's a slight resemblance of he could be like Raekwon's nephew. Yeah. It's an interesting comparison.
That action. Put that on everything I love. Conan with the big arms, I'm sending messages in blood. Said I'm riding with that bitch on me, feeling like Terminator with the pump. Now it's Arnold versus Predator. You ain't never seen a white boy that get it out the mud? So
Arnold scheme, dog.
I
Predator, Terminator, Conan. Let's fucking go.
Yep.
Said I'm riding with that bitch on me, feeling like Terminator with the pump. Now it's Arnold versus Predator. You ain't never seen a white boy that get it out the mud? So ain't you like 30 fucking one? Trying to act like a young guy? But if shit kick off in here, this shit'll be an actual gunfight. Put the 9 in his face like one wrong word and it's a wrap for this tough guy. Now you looking like some off-white Jays.
Why is that?
Cause the strap got you tongue-tied.
If you know about the off-whites, like, there is a strap on the tongue. So
Shoes.
Shoe bars.
Scheme. All right.
Come on.
Good thing you told me that.
Had to
Way
do
over
it.
my head.
Had to do it. Sneakerheads.
I'll rip your fucking throat out. Like Roadhouse. That type of shit doesn't even happen anymore. Said, nah, this is Newton's law. He won't understand the gravity of the situation until his apple hits the floor.
That was crazy. That was crazy.
That was nuts. It's too bad that this was the first battle because there's always this like, you know, little like awkward tension, especially like, you know, we weren't allowed to have a lot of people.
Well, like I feel like we could have had way more people, and we should next time.
We will definitely be fixing
because like it was totally chill.
It was.
We
chill.
could have had way more people.
Yeah.
Wasn't nobody tripping about the shit that they said they was finna be tripping about.
Yeah, exactly.
So you know.
But yeah, I mean, I feel like that's why a lot of people.
Let my people go.
A lot
go
of people
down
are
Moses.
sleeping on both. Everybody, I feel like, got a little bit slipped on because there's like 10 people there that one person doesn't want to be the one guy cheering a lot. You know, that's why I'm in the back and you can always kind of hear me react.
Right.
It's because I feel like when I react, it gives other people more comfortability.
And that's what I try to do too.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
totally.
but at the same time, I know that as the host, I'm setting the pace and dictating a lot of reactions, so I don't want to like
be biased.
OD with it.
Yeah,
you know what I
exactly.
mean? Like,
Totally.
if anything, like what I've said in the past is you can tell who I want to win because I'm reacting for the other person more because I overcompensate,
Yeah,
and I've had to
yeah.
kind of modulate that over time.
Totally,
you know what I mean?
totally. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
Said you ain't packaging the raw. You work at the hotel with the rest of the staff. You a professional bed maker, so it makes perfect sense that you mad. But whenever you rap, it's like you forget that you're that and you just start embellishing facts. You ain't fronting keys to the guys, then collecting the cash. You at the front desk giving keys to every guest that you have. You a broke-ass butler. So even at your profession, you're bad because you're a fucking bellhop that don't know how to get to the bag.
I don't even get like how battle rappers find out this information because I'm
worked at a hotel.
Yeah, I'm like homies with him, and I don't know that.
Yeah.
Like, but it's like then again, the job shaming is it's hilarious.
Fuck it, he said it in a battle. It's true now.
Yeah.
You work at a hotel. You got a nice job.
He's a fucking he turns down beds in Motel
Yo, but
6.
calling it like him working at a hotel, calling him a professional butler is like hilarious.
It's fucking
He's
great.
like, dude, I just work front desk. You're a fucking butler.
Yeah.
You're a professional bed maker.
Yeah.
Like all of a sudden he's cleaning the rooms because he works front desk at a hotel.
Of course, you
do all the jobs in here.
You have to take pride in your work. You know what I mean? You gotta be corporate and on the front lines. You gotta make the beds and check the guests in.
Yeah.
I said I'm notorious. Feeling like the legend that passed, so you better hope it's life after death when something big stop you dead in your tracks. Play with something safe, man.
Come on now.
Let's go. Round one.
I was just excited to like actually that he didn't go abuse the time limits right there. I was
Totally.
like,
He cut it off. Yeah.
and on top of that,
Correct
like
time.
that's a great first round for the season.
Yeah.
That's a great way to start
Starting
off
off with
S1.
a bang. Let's go.
S1.
Round
the
one.
function, baby.
Let's go, Stu.
Yo, Stewie, King of the Dot,
Yes, Sirski.
season 1. Let's get it. But first off, I don't work at the hotel no more. But that angle was better when Prep did it. And you're saying that I'm second to Jay? That's cold. But without me, there is no Jay, like Jazzo. Now, no gum.
That was fucking great. That was great.
Explain that to me.
So Jay-Z,
Yeah.
like his big homie was Jazzo. Like the Hawaiian Sophie song back in the day, like Jazzo was the dude that put Jay-Z on.
Put Jay-Z on.
So
okay.
so he's saying
I thought it was something about Jay-Z, but I don't know the reference.
and that he like
Jazzo, okay.
great rebuttal, and I don't know if he had that on deck because he knew people were gonna reference Jay,
Yeah,
but like
yeah.
he flipped that super cold
Smart.
and coming out with a
Smart.
rebuttal.
Let's go,
It's risky, but we'll see how he
Do it.
see how he transitions into his written material.
No gum bars for the rest of my battles. I gotta give them something useful. All real life bars, caustic. Cause in real life, I'll fucking shoot you. Yeah.
Let's go.
Cause in real life, I'll fucking shoot you. They got me on King of the Dot. Wow. I can't believe it. So many times he gonna come through and rap, and y'all really think it's real? Nah. His shirt says it all. I'ma aim at his T and just let that shit peel now.
Again, like so he's still with the freestyles.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? Like that's risky.
I
That-
didn't honestly know he could get in the freestyle bag like that.
No, he's nice with the rebuttals. He's
Yeah.
very, very nice with the rebuttals.
Let's go.
Now look, you know what rhymes with caustic? Be cautious, long grip, in your grass. It's a yardstick, on the fence. It's agnostic, heavy smoke. It's a bong grip, my mind cold. It's frosted.
Yo, and that's fuck.
Yeah.
It's like you were saying, it's risky because if he would have just got straight into that, you see now he's like cooking on a different level, you know?
Right.
While the
It's
rebuttal
hard
was
with
like, the Jazzo one was dope, hit hard, but then
and then go right into that.
yeah, exactly. The T one was.
Maybe he lost his place for a second.
I think
because-
that's what happened. You
Yeah.
can kind of tell he was like, and it's he's like searching a little bit.
But that little scheme right there is some of the hardest shit.
Got right back. Yeah, exactly.
Now look, you know what rhymes with caustic? Be cautious, long grip, in your grass. It's a yardstick, on the fence. It's agnostic, heavy smoke.
Crazy.
It's a bong grip, my mind cold. It's frostbit, where my heart at. I done lost it. He lived by his name, same for his death. The cause sticks, finally. They got the knee bar goat on King of the Dot. They said I shouldn't rap about guns. Bitch, I'm keeping the Glock. It's still KOTD. You want the knee or the dot? Try the games. One phone call and your life get drained. I tell my Crips, meet them by the water, then the price arranged. It'll start with a C and end with a C. Like his name. Speaking of your name,
Fire.
your name, Daniel Stefani.
Stefani, homie.
Fuck you, and however you pronounce it, bitch. You Daniel Stefani.
Good job.
And this won't be the first time I dismantled a Danny. So for thinking you doing me a favor, meet your maker. Shots hit you. You dropped quicker than I did when URL seen a trailer. So remember, don't start none, won't be none. Don't worry, won't talk to your rounds, because you can't talk through these ones. Tom.
Okay.
Noise for that round right there.
And I feel like that was
Fucking go.
damn near a freestyle at the end because he like talked, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he's real slick with the rebuttals. you know?
Totally. He masks them well.
Very well, and that's a mark of a dope freestyler when you know that he has bars and it's not like, because it's easy to tell if somebody like just doesn't have bars. It might be difficult to tell when they're freestyling or not if they just suck.
Yeah.
But if you have bars and then you keep that same intensity and energy and have bar work in your impromptu lyrics,
Yeah.
like that's difficult. Like that's definitely speaks highly of Stewie.
Lightest round I got.
We got a squad, baby.
All right, let's get it, Caustic. Top of round 2.
Said he named himself after Huey P. because of his African pride. But you more like Kamala Harris, because since this bitch been around, the gas has been high. Shit, a 16 from this dude would suck my fucking Challenger dry. We get halfway down the block and have to ask for a ride. But every round, he loading up gats, shoulder with straps. It's like them stupid ass gun bars, the only way you even know how to rap. Reminds me when these corny ass battle fans like to overreact because all them arms in your rounds are what's holding you back. Acting like you want to fight, but you know that it's cap. You ain't trying to see.
I like when bars are put together that well, like using an example, like when these corny ass crowds, when people overreact, and then it rhymes with the punch, but it like is another. It builds on it. It's not just a random setup that rhymes.
Totally.
Like he really described that well, and it's like almost. That's like those moments where the rhymes come together perfectly.
Yeah.
You can't even
Totally.
See me like an opening act, I'll fucking fold you in half. You try to call the police and your fucking phone's getting smacked. Plus Stuart little, so I know you a rat. Said you a little dude. Go ahead and keep that bullshit to a minimum. I'm Zach Morris. Once the bell ding, I'm gonna whip your asses off the principal. I said I'm not of this world. So Lord help you if it get physical. I feel like Omni-Man. I'm whooping this Mark's ass for thinking he's invincible. I said I think I've seen your bitch.
Do you watch that show?
No.
Invincible? Yo, I don't. It's like I try.
I've heard it was cool.
Yeah, a lot of people like it, but I try to get in the animation. It looks like a kid show to me. That's why I can't really get into it. But then it's like hella gory. It's like I've seen the parts.
I fuck with animated shit though. So
I do too, but I like shit that is like artistically looks, I guess, creative in a way that isn't like the cookie cutter American animation style.
I like that Todd McFarlane Spawn.
Yes. Yeah, of course.
You know what I'm saying?
Course,
like
the best
kind of shit like that.
Yeah, like it almost looks like the old Batman cartoon.
The animated Batman, the animated. That's
series.
Great looking to me.
Yeah, it's cool, but it's like
Gargoyles, Batman the animated series.
Yeah. But it's like that. But then our adults are like, nah, man, you got to check it out. It's really good. I'm just like, what? It looks like a kid show. But I've seen the gory scenes, and I'm like, damn, there's a lot of, like, that dude Omni-Man, like, literally murders, like, a bunch of superheroes in it, like shit that you would think would be, okay, if they really showed actual murder in a superhero movie, it would look like that. Like, he's, like, squeezing heads or exploding.
That would actually be dope if there's a super gory superhero show.
Yeah, there has yet to really be one, right? I mean, we got...
I feel like they could have done that with something like The Punisher, but kind of like, you know what I mean?
Because the Punisher is super, super violent.
Yeah, that in the comics was always... Yeah. That's, you know, as a kid, like, back in the 1940s, when I would, like...
Fight for a nickel.
Yeah, exactly.
But anyways,
at the time.
Yeah, Invincible, man.
That's for thinking he's invincible. I said I think I've seen your bitch, my dude. If that's your wife, you better hope that your life insured. Because you will have a fucking aneurysm trying to compare mine to yours. I mean, with the body like...
What I love is just how much... This is the caustic I wanted to see, you know what I mean? That did not show up. It's not even just disrespectful, but just like... with his material so dialed in, with his head wrapped around it, no like awkward pauses. He got his timing down much better.
Yeah, he did. Like, I like that he's not pausing for reaction because we're not in front of a crowd anymore.
It just wasn't awkward like he was versus Active last year.
Totally.
This is what we wanted to see.
He shook it off.
He could have probably done better in the Grand Prix if he came like this.
Totally.
That with a body like that. I can't understand what you wife her for. I mean, that bitch built like a T-Rex, and I don't mean the dinosaur.
Yo, T-Rex, I hope you get healthy, brother, because it's not looking good, man.
Or just cool out with the baby tees. Because he's like...
Keep wearing the baby tees and they motivate you to get rid of the fucking big adult belly. Really, man. I want to see the diet improve. I want to see maybe cutting down the drinking exercise.
I'll get in better shape with you. You feel me? Like,
dude, you were nowhere near the health risk.
I don't want to be.
Okay.
But like, look how much Big T's turned his life around.
Yeah, Big T's crazy.
Even Shug is,
Shug is crazy too. I love seeing that. I fucking love, because honestly, it is like disheartening seeing our industry full of like it's like I'm like, man, who's healthy here anymore? And that's not a good thing. Not even from like a vain aspect. It's just like your life expectancy and feeling good, you know?
Right.
It's like I want to see these guys live like full mate. I want to see Rex battling at age 50 still.
If I was still on drugs, I wouldn't be able to be doing this.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I
not.
mean? Like, and the fact that like
You're a testament to all that, turning
and
your
I-
life around and being so on point. You
And
know?
I was hosting and curating battles at 26. I'm 39 now. So you know what I mean? The fact that I'm still, I would not be doing this if I didn't stop.
Totally.
I can't understand what you wife her for. I mean, that bitch built like a T-Rex, and I don't mean the dinosaur. I mean, come on, Brody. You knew she'd get a couple of mentions. Plus, I seen her in the background of all your battles, so I'm sure she wants the attention. I mean, I was trying to be respectful to your bitch, because I thought your lover was pregnant, but it turns out she just got a fupa with a stomach extension. I mean, every time I hear this kid rhyme, I'm like, what the fuck is this kid doing? Like he really with the bricks. He served bass like he's Rick Rubin. He's sig shooting, stick booming. He gonna break every limb in my body until I quit moving. But you a little fucking fruitcake, so how do you fig, Newton?
Ooh, let's go.
It's two, baby.
Let's go.
Cold Closers by Caustic, both rounds.
How do you fig?
King of the dot, S1.
High up there.
Bottom of round 2, you feel me? So still.
Get lost. They set you up to get washed. I'm here for the 100K. But Caustic can die for less than what the stick cost. I'm pissed off.
Let's go.
That was
They
hard
acting
as
like
fuck.
you should be on my bucket list. I mean, I can't lie. You used to be somebody that wasn't shit. Suck a dick. I'm in the game. EA, 1-4, Metcalfs, DK, Heat Rise, Heat Wave, Heat Bang, Slug, Shotty Shell, and a slug when knee spray. Black flag on it. That's a tie on the judge like Freeway. I get busy. I get busy. Seattle hitter, Ken Griffey. And I'm strapped with 2 foes. So I'm connected to the machines like with Wiki. I see red, Sin City. When this point, season over. Then witty, but they say you a king of the dot mainstay. I say you a fucking bum. If you ain't a Trump supporter, you come from some. Either way, you was excited for Trump to run closet races. But put yourself in black culture like you wasn't. In fact, he's working on a mixtape right now called Hitler's Motivation 101. The shit is sad. Probably say nigga at home by yourself and think it isn't bad. But I'll kick his ass in front of all his black friends. He'll feel the wrath. Going for help is the only time he'll get the nigga passed. But you know what rhymes with, hey, but
fire.
caustic means something that can corrode even steel. If this is true, why don't none of caustic substance be getting through? Only the shit you wrote for Arcane? Oh,
See, that's like, there's been so many people that broke down the definition of caustic over the years.
Yeah.
But he did it in a really cold way.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
That was dope.
that's exactly how you're supposed to do it. My favorite shit, though, from STUEY is like those quick punches, you know what I mean? Like, when that flow, that momentum's going, he's like, if he incorporates that into more battles, it's going to be tough for his opponents.
Yeah,
like,
I agree.
I'm fucking with STUEY's
That's one of
round
his
right
strong
here.
points.
Get it, fool. I remember when the plug gave us too many bricks. And Arcane needed assistance too. Y'all think this guy gonna stop me? Hey, let's go.
Let's fucking go.
Y'all think this guy's
Crazy that those Arcane bars still hit.
They still hit, man.
They really do, though. That should. But beyond, like, if you flip it the right way, you can make anything sound tight. You know what I mean?
Totally.
Like Daylight was able to use a defeated bar 15 years after that shit was relevant.
Yeah.
Because if you sell it, if you make it make sense, then it resonates.
Yep.
gonna stop me with false angles and fake personals? I should fire the shot. If Caustic get rid of me, he had to lie for a body. If Caustic get rid of me, he had to lie for a body. Since they scared to tell you, I'll say it. You got a style that would make SoCon smile and we all hate it. Christian Mingle. You come across dated. I'm tired of you.
Ooh.
On the best white rappers list, even Hunter Bullets is ranked higher than you.
Oh my. I like the effortless
Bullets
way.
is tight, though.
I fuck with Bullets. That's my dog.
Yeah.
But like the effortless way STUEY incorporates humor, and coming from a scene outside of King of the Dot, to make references
Totally.
like as
Bullets.
you know what I mean?
Arcane,
Like
the
at
writing
this point
scandal.
that are like 5 years, 6 years removed from battle rap.
He's in tune. He's in touch with it.
That shows a lot.
Yeah,
so you
it's
gotta
dope.
respect that.
If Organic don't got plans for him after this, then I brought some. I expect him to try to flee. Long distance mean a long gun, so don't worry. I'ma keep him around for the long run. I'm on one. Dress down, movement's quiet, but the tech loud. Catch rounds, then throw his body in a meat grinder and press down. It'll spit out caustic. Reptile, I be spitting shit that's flammable, gifted with intangibles, and a taste for death. A sweet tooth, so you mix him with an animal. I'm committed just to damage you. My mind is made up. Oh, you one of them gangsta-ass white boys? You got time today? You finna die today, bruh. You had a good run, but your luck's up. You got no chance at the 100K. All I got for you was $1. Tom, let's go.
Close to that round right there.
Pretty fucking close at this point.
Yeah, man, it is.
It's pretty
I don't think
fucking
it's really
close.
definitive either way.
I'm not mad at saying 1-1 at this point.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm really
I
not.
think that's what the chat was saying, if I remember correctly.
Caustic, I would say clearly, took the first and Stewie the second,
Yeah, I would call it that way too. I get it. Let's
Although
go.
Stewie had some shit in the first round that I loved, and Caustic had some shit in the
I
second
think
that I
Stewie's
loved.
first was short.
It was
I think it might have been a little short,
yeah,
so that's like.
And he had a lot of freestyles. I think
Yeah.
that round he had the perfect blend of,
Yeah, comedy, good hitting punchlines.
If that round of his, if he was on that level for the entire tournament, he's a big threat.
Yeah, for real.
If I could give him any advice, which I don't give advice, but using from the scope of my own personal experience, if that's what resonates with me, that round right there,
Totally.
through the whole tournament, he'll go far.
Let's go.
All right, Caustic, it's on you.
All right. You caught me. I'm white. Maybe it's time we take a breather. I don't know if we had like a misunderstanding somewhere along the way, but I don't like white people either. I mean, it's fucking battle rap. I'm gonna say whatever the fuck I want. You gonna dap me up, and that'll be that. So leave all that race shit at home. All praise be to Cadillac, cause this ain't the Special Olympics, homie. I never needed race as a handicap. I said I never let this little pussy ass bitch try to emasculate me. You can try to white boy them other kids, but that shit ain't me. I feel like I'm the motherfucking GOAT. So I tip my hat to Brady, cause I did 5 years in jail and never attempted to pass for AB.
Let's go.
You talking all that mob shit, but it really kind of irked me though. Cause I got real family ties and I ain't never said a word before. Don't ask me who I'm working for. Yo, I get you stripped in Seattle like
You gotta do it.
Dog,
you gotta do it.
Fucking Caustic turned into Mario for a second. Mario! Yeah, totally went down the fucking mushroom, like, beamed up.
I ain't never said a word before. Don't ask me who I'm working for. Yo, I get you stripped in Seattle like Frank Colacursio.
I love
I
how
wanna
he didn't
see-
fuck up, though. That is incredible. That
No, he brought it back.
Yeah, but, like, I feel like nobody really even noticed. They're like, what
It just
sounded.
sounded a little weird for a second. Some beat maker needs to take that,
Yeah.
that needs to be in a beat. So
Let's go.
challenge.
That would be the stinger between rounds.
Yeah. Run it, fool.
Let's get it.
You got the power.
I know.
Kyle, so.
Yo, you talking about that mob shit because it's popular. All fun and games till a dude that look like...
It's like the Italian accent transferred. You talking about that?
He totally did that.
It's like transferred into DOS effects.
Yeah.
Bump, stickity, bump, bump. Like,
Right there by the gabagool.
hey, but I got okay. He's got his fingers in the gabagool.
Polly D popping you. Let the homies stroll on you. Walk on you. 20 good fellas in a parking lot
Hey, he's a fanook.
stomping you. You would have to get the mafia just to get the mafia.
Tight.
You want to wear Gucci, Versace, all the clothes that we making. You want to drive Lambos, Ferraris, but on the low-colors racist. You want to scream about the mafia, even though he know we got open cases. And you're going to turn around and accuse me of cultural appropriation? I think the fuck not.
Very risky angle to take.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I've respected. He's pulling it off, too.
Yeah, for real.
Definitely pulling it off.
Yo, you flopped on URL. So I guess they didn't like you. Got a bunch of bitches off TikTok, but, they all in high school. I creep up from the right, with that Draco behind you and knock your whole left side blurry like your boy Draco behind you. Oh, this shit just got incredibly real. His homeboy killed a baby and he's fucking friends with him still. Shit, just for that shit alone, I should bang his head with the steel. Bet that I will. You gonna fuck around and find out, like a gender reveal. This shit just got me pissed off.
This is that Jefferson Price mean caustic that we've grown to love. Be like, it's like watching a car crash in slow motion. People's self-esteem getting shattered in real time.
Yeah, damn.
It's caustic we love.
The gender reveal bar was crazy.
It was. And when you incorporate it with dope lyricism, like, which is the type of, not that he wasn't dope lyrically before, but he stepped up, like, the wordplay element of his style quite a bit.
Totally did.
This is where all that false flag and punk ass shit stop. Because if you're really so pro-black, then why don't you get the fuck off of TikTok instead of trying to explain to white teenagers how the Bloods and the Crips talk?
Make some noise for that round right there.
That's pretty cool.
All right, let's go. Let's go, Stu. Yeah. Bottom of round 3.
Yo, is you crazy, wigga? I would never fuck with no baby killer. But I'll just let a baby kill you. Now you talking about some Italian cars? Ain't that some shit? I'll pull a pistol out and smack this bitch. I know it's Juneteenth, and the last thing we want to hear about is crack a whip now. Ooh. I didn't put on none of your battles to prepare for.
Well, how come there wasn't reaction for that?
Yeah, that's kind of confusing. I don't know, maybe people, I don't know.
That shit was hard.
That was hard. I don't know.
That was hard. Crowd was being a little weird right there. Like, is it okay to laugh at this?
Yeah, totally.
Which, laugh at this rhymes with crack a whip.
Accidental Still got it. Still got it.
Accidental multi in the wilds.
I hate watching it. All I did was keep watching Jake Paul versus Nate Robinson. They keep having these celebrities box like it's the thing to see. Well, this white boy get punched down like Aaron Carter till he take a knee. You fake to me. Wrote some bars to get your partner popping, but must have received a hot deposit to turn into an op for profit. So I gotta pop you. You a dinosaur, not the mama. Arms up, you are not the father. I brought Metal Gear, revolver for a snake. Shala Shaska, I've been running through these dudes. It's mummies in them tombs. You should know I'm going on the street. Running with the moon, you fucking with a goon. You gotta prove you thuggin'. I'll beat your ass. If your homeboys run up, then a Ruger bustin', fuck battle rap. I really rooftops. And I ain't finna lose a jumping. Man, what we doing? Fuck it. I gotta ask you this shit. Why he had to be picked? I know some cats who need this, but y'all don't hear me though. And I ain't finna let politics steal the show. Y'all said y'all wanted a dead man in this season, right? Here you go, bang! Let off a few shots from the ooh-wop, the show over. Get it? You'll hear a whistle behind boondocks. That's the elephant in the room. Here's the knee from Oombach. I'm nasty with it.
Let's go.
I'm nasty with it. You just a bad statistic whose kryptonite is gangsters who be rapping wicked. You trying to emulate the shit we facilitate. That's the difference from Seattle to Grape Street. You ain't ready for no active niggas. I'll smack this wigger. Reach and get shot. Leak from your top. He needed some dots because he bleeding a lot. And the body twitch. But then up to the king of the dot for the streaming to stop. You think you a op? Hey,
he's tweaking right here, bro. Like, this shit, I felt bad for the judges. This would be difficult to call because this round is from Stewie. Fuck, like, I don't know, man.
Think you a op? Bitch, I'll rob you for practice.
You know, okay, so he just took a sip of water. You know what we need to start doing? And this is going to be a little bit more expensive, but I need to start buying water bottles that have just the
squirter.
The squirt. Like, they're like athletic water bottles.
Right.
That would make so much more sense because then people can just like a pro athlete.
It just looks kind of weird, like squirt.
Yeah, I don't
squeeze the glizzy.
It's better than them like.
Yeah.
You know, like I think it would really help.
You just gotta douse yourself. Be like, ah!
Yeah, totally. Just.
It won't even be survival. If you don't want to die, bro, then watch where your eyes go. Don't look at me when these clippers on your face. It's guy code. Happy Father's Day. If you're a part of Good Dad Gang, then I'll fuck with you. They say it's rare for a father to really care, but that's what we do. And it's my son's birthday. But here I am, sunning you. You gonna fuck with who?
Time. That's time right there.
All right.
That battle right there.
Let's go. Great battle. Stewie, Newton, Caustic. Wonderful.
It was a great way to start off S1.
Let's fucking go, man. That shit was tight as fuck. We got the
So
judges.
just so people know, the judges gave it to Caustic.
Yep.
Fan vote went to Caustic, but Stewie still scored high. So he's ready for his next battle. It's going to be crazy moving forward.